Okay, we have monatomic elements here. One atom of each element, they're all blue. So we call this a pure substance. It's not a mixture, it's an element, okay, which is a pure substance. It's all monatomic. Now, if you want to see they're all the same, now let's look at the next one. If you want to see two different elements, this one is green, this one is red, and we see they're still monatomic, but they're just two different elements, and they're not chemically combined. So it's still a mixture of elements. It's a mixture. It's two or more substances that are not chemically combined. They're just physically combined. They can be easily separated, and we call it a mixture. So they're elements that are mixed together in one sample. Okay, and you can tell one is green, one is red. This one is different. You see that's a diatomic, and this is two of the same elements. So those are elements. And if you look, they're both blue. Here you have one that's red and one that's blue, and that's also diatomic, but they're two different elements. That's a compound right there. That's a compound. That's a compound, okay? And the other one with just, this is compound red and blue, okay, red and blue. They're connected chemically, so it's a compound. So those are connected, but they're both the same atom, so that's an element. So we have a compound and elements mixed together. We still call that a mixture. So it's just a sample of a mixture, and they're different molecules. Okay. So we also have this idea that if they're not touching, then they're not chemically combined. So you can see that they can easily be separated. You see, they can eat all the space between them. You see that? They can easily be separated. Now here's another mixture. These two green dots, and there's a brown, and then there's this, all these different things here. There's three different substances. Three different substances. There's the two elements, and it looks like, Oh, and here's another one. This is definitely three different substances also. You see, they're different. Three different things. But look at this one. They're all the same. All four of these are the same. So we call this an element. Okay? An element. It has the same exact atoms. Now, yes, the units have three atoms in it. It's triatomic, but they're all the same elements. Unlike the three previous ones. So basically, when you see these connected, and they're connected, that's a bond. But because they're the same exact elements, atoms of the same element, it's still an element. Now look at this one, as opposed to this one where you got two different pink things there, two different pink balls. And then this one, oh, here's one. You see one has red and blue. Red and blue. So those are two different units of compounds, two different, or you could, they may be molecules in this case, but they're two different molecules. So that's a mixture. The mixture. Okay, this is also a mixture, but you notice the dots aren't connected. Do you notice that? You see that? They're not connected. That's because they're still elements. They're not connected. They're not connected. They're just monatomic elements. But they're still a mixture because they're not the same substance. A mixture is defined as two or more substances that are not chemically combined. Here is a compound. A compound. You notice these are all touching, these balls. You got the two green balls and then the one in the middle. They're all touching. So that's one unit, one compound. There's one compound. Got a little cut off there, but the point is they're all the same exact compound, the same unit, the same molecule. So therefore we want to call this a pure substance. It's not a mixture though. It's not a mixture because all the compound units are the same. The mixture has to have two different substances, but this has one substance. However, this one right here with the three purple, three lavender, and then the green, they're all separated. Those are all considered mixtures. That's a mixture too, with the green and the two burgundy. This is a mixture. So those are mixtures, but, this right here is pure substance called compound. You see, it's the same units. The 6 different units of that compound, they're the same. Okay? Or the molecule, you want to call it that. There's a slight difference between molecule, but Basically the same, 6 of the same exact unit. So that's not a mixture, that's a pure compound, a pure substance. It has nothing else in it. And it's organized nice and neatly. However, these two are two different compounds mixed together. They can be separated. They all have their unique individual unit and characteristic. You see, they're two different things, so we don't call that pure. We call it a mixture. Two or more substances that are not chemically combined. Okay, like this one. Look, there's 3 different things. There are 3 different substances. You see? So we call that a mixture. Okay, I hope this makes sense. Bye.